Hey, what's up? Welcome to this video. This video here, we're going to discuss the Deluxo and why I love it. Deluxo is a vehicle that you can get in Grand Theft Auto Online. Basically, it's the flying DeLorean. So if you look at it, front, definitely DeLorean. Side, definitely DeLorean. Back, definitely very similar to the original DeLorean. Doesn't look like the DeLorean from Back to the Future 2. But in a second, you'll see why it basically is. So it's got the flipping doors there, which are pretty cool. So we'll show you the doors here. The doors. No, pretty cool. Pretty neat, huh? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alrighty. Okay. I don't know why that one's still open. It'll close in a second. It's a good vehicle. It's fast. It's got a good engine with the right modifications. We'll go ahead and close the doors here. I don't know why it's still open. There we go. Now the reason why it is the Back to the Future version of the DeLorean is because of this. Ooh, look at that. Look at the hover. That's not a good shot there. Look at that. Look at that heat coming down. The pressure, the propulsion, whatever you want to call it. So basically, this is why it is the Back to the Future Deluxo, or Deluxo DeLorean. This thing is the Deluxo. It has missiles and a gun. Pretty cool. So the first reason why I love this thing is because of what I'm doing right now. I'm getting around town. I'm moving around. I'm skipping over parts of the city. I'm going from this point to this point with very little effort. I'm not having to navigate traffic. I don't have to deal with any kind of obstructions. Basically, I make the roads where we're going. We don't need roads, and that's exactly what happens with this thing here when we're cruising around Los Santos or Blaine County. So it's great. I mean, who doesn't love skipping traffic? If the roads are all congested, I just pop on and head this way. Now if you're like, well, I like to drive, so I mean, I don't want to fly all the time, well, there you go. You can do that too. Definitely you can make some ground up on the ground here pretty fast. It's got a good engine if you upgrade it a little bit. It's pretty nice. And then you're like, oh no, I'm hitting traffic. I need to, pop, whee, and fly away and spin around because you crash into something. So it's pretty cool. Pretty maneuverable. It's got a good turn radius. It can move pretty quick in the sky. It's not the fastest. The MK2 is faster. Obviously a helicopter, plane, or jet's gonna be a lot faster than this thing, but it can still move. So, very good reason. Next reason is basically kind of the same thing, is because it's the rooftop hopping, I call it. You can basically go from rooftop to rooftop. You can turn off your hover, and you can just land on this thing, or you can stay in hover, come down on it. Doesn't matter. You can go from rooftop to rooftop, including ones you can't get to without using a vehicle or a method that propels you into the sky. It's pretty cool. It's not quite as easy to maneuver or stop as the MK2. MK2, you can just basically kind of come to a stop, and then this thing, it still kind of moves a little bit because it is operating on the hover mode, if you will. Still, it's very, very efficient. The next reason, it's a very good attack vehicle. If you are in the mood to blow someone up, get in the Deluxo, because you're going to be able to do that. Now, what I mentioned earlier, it's got the missiles and it's got the gun. So we'll get a little closer so we can show you. So the gun is not explosive, it's just a minigun, but it's very effective. This guy's flipping me off. So we'll go ahead and then you can use missiles, which can do a really good job there. Now they have homing. You can turn that off if you wish. Oh no, somebody listen to me. I better get the hell out of here. See you guys. Bye. Fly away. Fly away. You can't find me. Anyway, so it's a very good attack vehicle. It's actually one of the better ones. It's definitely because of the homing missiles are very accurate for the most part. They usually hit their target. They usually stick with their target if it's moving. The machine guns are pretty good, but definitely the missiles is where it's at. You're going to take somebody down. If you're fighting an oppressor MK2, you're probably going to win. If you're fighting another Deluxo, yeah, it's going to come down to you and how good you are. But the Deluxo is also one of those vehicles. I don't think a lot of people realize this. In a dogfight, is actually better than the Hydrojet. It can take the jets down, it can take the laser down, it can take the Hydra down. Mostly the same thing for the new one that just came out, the F-160. This thing, with the Tomy missiles, if you do it right, you're going to win. You get into a dogfight, you can spin around really easily so you can get in position. Jets trying to turn around and get position on you, you blow it the hell up. I've taken so many jets down with this thing. It's something where I've had dudes stop in a jet, think they're going to kill me, and I blow them up with this thing. They get back in, I take them right back out with this thing. There's a limit to the missiles, of course, but it's a good defense and attack vehicle. If you're trying to be defensive, it's pretty good because it can get you around, get you out of there, get you up on a rooftop in case they're nowhere near you, or they can't get up to you, or you can just take somebody down. Now, if you're using the grief, yeah, I'm not a fan of that, but otherwise, it's a great vehicle. Fourth reason is just because I love Back to the Future, so when I hop into this thing, I just think about that movie, or all three of them, and I just think of how cool it is, and I love the idea that they basically kind of stole the DeLorean and made a few tweaks to it so it doesn't look exactly like it, but you know what it is when you see it, and there's certain parts that I'm missing, but you know what they are in your heart. If you've seen the movie, if you haven't seen the movies, stop watching this and go watch the movies. Seriously. Anyway, so that's why I love the Deluxo. I've seen people on Reddit, Twitter, or Reddit, say that it is the preferred vehicle. I don't quite agree with that. I still think the Oppressor MK2, even though it's been nerfed, is the better vehicle for attacking because it's so much easier to get around, and this thing is kind of easy to see in the sky. The MK2, you're kind of a bug in the sky. This thing is big. It's when you hover and you're up in the sky, someone's looking for you, it's not that hard to see you. It can be, so look at that. That's not that hard. It's really easy to spot. So that's one of the reasons why I don't think it's the top vehicle, but it really depends on your gameplay. If your gameplay is just exploring the town, this is perfect vehicle for you. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this game, and I hope you learned something. If you didn't, maybe try a little harder next time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. You know what to do. Please, comment, like, do all the cool stuff, follow, check out my other stuff. Hopefully you'll do that. If not, don't worry about it. Just thanks for stopping by and watching this one at least. Thank you.